Gökhan Inler is a professional Swiss footballer who plays as a central midfielder for Serie A side Napoli. He is also the captain of Switzerland national football team in the FIFA World Cup 2014. Club career, early career. Inler started his career at FC Basel, but was later loaned out to FC Schaffhausen. In the beginning of the 2004 Euro 05 season, FIFA Section E tried a degree in LER and Andere Engel in the pre-season training camp program in Germany and signed a 4-year contract with both of them. However, then-coach Christoph Daum declared that both players were not good enough to play for FIFA Section E. Inler returned to Switzerland and played for FC Aarau. On March 20, 2005, Inler made his Swiss Super League debut in the FC Aarau to a Euro 3 home defeat against Grasshoppers. In January 2006, he was signed by FC Zara Quarterich and was part of the 2005 Euro 06 and 2006 Euro 07 Swiss Championship winning team. Udinese. Inler joined Udinese in July 2007 after the club met a buyout clause in his Zara Quarterich contract, joining for an undisclosed fee and signing a 5-year deal. He scored his first goal for Udinese in a 2-1 win over Torino FC. He scored in the 52nd minute, taking Udinese to a Euro 0 up at the time. On March 30, 2008, Inler scored his second Serie A goal, opening the scoring in a 3-1 win over Fiorentina. Inler also set up striker Antonio Di Natale for the winning goal later in the match. In Inler's first season in Italy, he started every game providing 2 goals and 2 assists. Inler and Udinese had a very successful season, finishing 7th in Serie A and earning a berth in the first round of the UEFA Cup spot. On the opening day of the 2008 Euro 09 Serie A season, Inler scored the third goal of a 3-1 win over Palermo and provided an assist for one of Di Natale's 2 goals. On September 18, Inler scored in the first leg of a UEFA Cup qualifying round game against Borussia Dortmund in Germany, that Udinese won to a Euro 0. Udinese lost the home leg to a Euro 0 courtesy of 2 goals from Thomas Hagel, but Udinese won in penalties for a Euro 3, with Inler making his. Inler featured in all 4 of Udinese's group stage games, as they finished first in their group with 9 points. In the round of 16, Inler started both legs against reigning champions Zenit St. Petersburg, as Udinese won to a Euro 1 on aggregate against the Russians. In the quarter-final round against Werder Bremen, Udinese lost the first leg 3-1 away from home. But in the second leg, Inler struck early on for the hosts, netting a dipping shot from over 25 yards out. Diego equalized for the Germans before Fabio Quagliarella netted twice before the break to bring the aggregate score to 4-4. However, 2 second-half goals for Bremen meant that the hosts were knocked out at the quarter-final stage. Inler's goal against Palermo proved to be his only league goal of the season, but he provided 3 more assists, including one in a stunning 6-2 victory over Cagliari on the final match day of the season. The win assured that Udinese once again finished 7th in Serie A, this time 5 points behind AS Roma in the last European spot. Udinese and Inler found the next season much more difficult. The playmaker did not have a successful season following his breakout campaign in the UEFA Cup from the previous year. Inler did not score in 33 Serie A appearances and only provided 1 assist to Di Natale in a 2-1 loss to champions Internazionale. Udinese only secured their Serie A safety on the penultimate day of the season with a 2-2 draw at Cagliari, which also saw the hosts confirm their Serie A status. 4 days later, Inler scored in a 1-1 draw against Italy in an international friendly in preparation for the 2010 FIFA World Cup, with former teammate Quagliarella scoring for the world champions. 2010 Euro 11, Inler and Udinese continued their bad form to start the 2010 Euro 11 Serie A campaign, losing 4 of their first 5 games. But things quickly started to turn around for each. Udinese went on a streak of 6 games without a loss, winning 4 in a row. Inler set up Antonio Flores to level for the hosts against Cagliari, the game ending in a 1-1 draw on November 7, 2010. Following the winter break, Inler grabbed an assist in Udinese's 2-0 win over Chievo Verona on January 6, 2011. In an enthralling game at the San Siro the next Sunday, Inler provided Di Natale with one of his goals in a 4-4 draw against eventual champions AC Milan. Inler scored his first goal of the campaign in a 3-0 win over Siena. The result meant that Udinese had not lost in 2011, 8 games, and moved up to 6th in the Serie A standings. Udinese drew their next games against Brescia, before winning their next 4, including a 7-0 thrashing of Palermo away from home. In the 13th and final game of their unbeaten streak, Inler scored against Catania in a 2-0 win. After finally losing 2-0 to Lecce, Inler continued his fine run, scoring in a 2-1 win over title chasers Napoli. Udinese drew with Milan on May 22, confirming that they would finish 4th and earn Italy's final Champions League berth, with 1 game remaining in the season. Napoli, because of his good form in Udinese, helping them finish 4th in the 2010-11 Serie A table and securing a Champions League playoff spot, transfer speculation was rife that Inler would be on the move. In May 2011, Udinese agreed a deal with SSC Napoli in a deal for the player worth $13 million. In July, Inler finally agreed personal terms with Napoli and was unveiled on July 11, being presented in an unconventional manner, wearing a lion mask to hide his identity and sporting the jersey number of 88. He made his Napoli debut in their 3-1 away win at AC Siena on September 10. Inler provided an assist for Federico Fernandez in a 3-2 defeat to Bayern Munich in the group stages of the Champions League on November 2. In the same game, he was involved in a challenge with Bastian Schweinsteiger that resulted in the Germany midfielder requiring surgery for a broken collarbone. On December 7, 2011, Inler scored his first goal for the club, and his first in the Champions League. He opened the scoring with a left-footed drive in a 2-0 away win over Villarreal in the final game of the Champions League group stage, in which a win would take them through to the knockout stages of the competition, no matter what the result between Manchester City and Bayern Munich. In Napoli's round of 16 tie against Chelsea, Inler scored a long-range drive in the second leg at Stamford Bridge to send the game into extra time. A late goal from Branislav Ivanovic ensured Chelsea progressed to the quarter-finals 5-4 on aggregate. On April 25, 2012, Napoli headed to the Stadio Viaduct del Mare to face Lecce, and Inler provided both assists for goals by Mirko Hamsik and Edinson Cavani, climbing into 4th place in the Serie A standings. Later on in the season, Inler played in the Coppa Italia final against Scudetto winners Juventus and won his first piece of silverware with a Partenope as they defeated Juve 2-0. On May 3, 2014, Inler was sent off in Napoli's victory over Fiorentina in the 2014 Coppa Italia final. International career: Inler has played for the Turkish national under-21 team before making his debut for the Swiss national team. On September 2, 2006, he made his senior international debut in a friendly against Venezuela in Basel. On June 16, 2010 he captained Switzerland against Spain in their group stage match of 2010 FIFA World Cup, a match which Switzerland won 1-0. International goals, club statistics, statistics accurate as of match played April 26, 2014, national team, personal life. Inler, although born in Switzerland, has parents of Turkish origin. Honours: FC Zar 1 Quarterich, Swiss Super League, 2005 Euro 06, 2006 Euro 07, Napoli, Coppa Italia, 2011 Euro 12, 2013 Euro 14, references. External links: FC Zar 1 Quarterich stats, GAR paragraph Gökhan Inler a Euro FIFA competition record, official website.